Hello, thank you for watching the Political Report. Last week I called out the Huffington Post. Um, they decided to do a little piece on Gene Rosen and truthers, as if people go around calling themselves truthers. I mean, do liars go around calling themselves liars? Obviously not, huh, Huffington Post? I haven't heard you call yourself that. Um, but I called them out because they wanted to deem those, they wanted to make those who are questioning this Sandy Hook incident as villains. That we should never question anything and that we should just, accept anything that the corrupt media hands to us. But you know what, today? I'm calling Anderson Cooper out. I'm calling him out because this guy decided to have a big piece about, basically talking shit about those questioning Sandy Hook, those of us doing his fucking job. Yeah, so I'm calling you out today, Anderson. Do you have the balls to take on the challenge? I doubt it. Because you're hiding. Because you know what? I've got a few things to discuss with you, Mr. Cooper. Um, you did this big piece trying to squash any, evidence or questions anyone had in regards to Sandy Hook. And the audacity of you, Mr. Cooper, the audacity of you to talk shit to us who claim it's fake. And you yourself are standing in front of a green screen, allegedly at Noah's funeral, and then all of a sudden you turn and your nose disappears. I have the video in my Sandy Hook playlist. You can look at your own nose disappearing. Were you really at Noah's funeral, or were you in a studio standing in front of a screen, as it appears? Do you have the balls to answer that question, Mr. Cooper? Because I sure as fuck had the balls to ask you, didn't I? Calling you out. Another thing is, you want to talk shit to us about questioning Sandy Hook, and yet CNN, your own station, has been caught using pictures from, saying it's Sandy Hook, but these pictures were from a separate event. You want to explain that? Do you want to explain why CNN isn't using Sandy Hook footage of the day of December 14th, 2012? You're using footage and pictures from months and months before. Do you care to elaborate on that, Mr. Cooper? What else? Oh, you have the audacity to talk shit to us and about us for having the gall to question anything coming out of Sandy Hook. And yet again, something comes out to once again make us question what the hell is going on. And that would be the fact that Adam Lanza was pronounced dead allegedly on December 13th, according to the Social Security Death Index. Do you want to touch on that, Mr. Cooper? Oh, the audacity of us, huh? I mean, we've investigated. What the fuck have you done? Sat there and sucked dick and freaking ran your mouth, but offered nothing of substance? What about the fake helicopter footage? What about that? I mean, I'm sure you can go online right now and look at all of the evidence that's pointing to fake helicopter footage. But do you have the balls? You got the backbone to do it? Or are you just going to run your suck, talk shit, and then not back up your claims? Because because I'm calling you on your shit right now. I want you to go to my Sandy Hook playlist and watch every video and answer every fucking question, since you're so sure the events of the day really happened. I mean, you seem to have all the answers, and I find that funny, since all the answers have changed 1,000 times and there's no official report. There's no autopsy reports. There's no toxicology reports. There's no pictures. There's no video. There's nothing. There's not even you attending the funeral, Mr. Green Screen. And another thing, what's up with the 30-plus changes to the Connecticut's emergency radio network system just hours before the alleged shooting? Care to elaborate on that? I'm calling you out, Mr. Cooper. Calling you out. You want to talk shit and call us out? Well, I'm calling you out. Calling you out. I want you to answer every single question that has ever been asked on my playlist. Every single question. Since you're the all-knowing. You and the Huffington Post are the all-knowing. I want them all answered. Since you think this is so valid and that we are, the validity of this story is just perfect, nothing, we should never question anything. So answer the questions. I mean, we have valid questions, and if you want us to stop these conspiracy theories, get to work and start answering the questions.